What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today's video is brought to you guys by Oaxis. Now today we're taking a look at their MyFirstFone. Now this is a phone aimed at, kids ages 3 to maybe 11ish, and this is that awkward age where you don't really want to give your kid an expensive phone, but you really want to allow them to keep in touch with you at all times, whether at school, on the bus, so on and so forth. So this smartwatch might be a cool way to do that, especially because this has a built-in 3G connection if you choose to add a SIM card. So of course, looking at the overall product, it actually has a 1.3 megapixel camera on it, a mic, a touchscreen, a speaker on the bottom, a power button, and an SOS button if they need help. On the back, you'll find yourself the SIM card cover, and placing the micro SIM is really easy to do. There's also a magnetic charging port, and battery life on this is overall stellar in our testing. Now this thing is basically designed around kids. They assume that the kids are the ones that are going to be using this and having fun with this, and they designed it in that way. Everything from the starting animation where, it's just this little cartoon jumping around, to of course the implementation of classroom mode, which allows this thing to be silenced at specific periods to minimize distractions. The overall thing is also splash proof because, let's be real here, kids are going to get who knows what on this, from paint to just washing their hands, and probably going to be very reckless with this. So yeah, it is splash proof and it should be fine in liquid conditions. Now, all in all, another thing that this thing has is alarms, and it can even count steps. I'm not too sure kids will care too much about the alarm part, or of course the step part, but it might be a cool way to teach them some responsibilities. Maybe, who knows, it depends on how they choose to use it. But something that the kids might really like is of course this awesome camera functionality. So if they're feeling, so they're going to be like, oh mom, look at this awesome, drawing, they can go just snap a picture of it right off their watch. And this also means that it has video chatting as well. So if you want to just chat with your kid, maybe they're far away on the bus somewhere, going to some sport or at a soccer game, and you just want to check up on them, it's a very simple way to do it. Is the camera quality top notch? No, it's a 1.3 megapixel camera, but you know what, I'd say it's HD, and to be honest, if you hold the camera steady, it doesn't take too bad in image. Now, it also has a few interesting built-in things as well. For example, this is where all the safety comes in. So first of all, it is encrypted, so it's going to be very safe for you and your kid. Of course, it runs on a 3G network, so if you want to insert whatever SIM into this, then it will have a full-on connection. They can actually send phone calls and text messages using this, but you can whitelist contacts if you only want them to really contact you. It also has a one-touch SOS functionality, so there's a red button on the side, and if they were to click this means they need help. They are in a dire situation, and it will automatically send a notification to your phone saying that something's up. They just pressed this button. It could be nothing, but it could be something. So it's also going to show you exactly where they are, or of course exactly where they were last on a map. So that could be really important for a lot of parents these days, especially since who the heck knows what kids are up to these days. Now, of course, the only thing that bugs me is the button placement, is kind of just there. And to be honest, I feel like kids might accidentally press it, or press and hold down on it, or share it with their friends who might accidentally press it. So it might freak you out for no reason, so keep that in mind. It also has a bunch of other features, so if, one kid meets another kid and they both have this particular watch, they can shake to make friends, and that's a pretty awesome way to be social with this. Battery life and overall build quality, I'd say it gets the job done, but I can't say it's the prettiest thing in the world. It's overall very bulky, and a lot of kids might find it a little uncomfortable. Everything from the wrist strap to the overall feel of this, the touchscreen, and the overall OS is really smooth, but they kind of have to redesign the overall watch because it's kind of giant, even on my wrist, and my wrist is pretty massive. It's not exactly the most stylish or comfortable thing ever. And these days, everyone does care what their watch looks like. But on the other hand, a lot of kids might be intrigued. They might be like, whoa, what's this watch? And they're going to be like, yeah, it's my brand new smartwatch. And they might actually be very fond of it. So who am I to judge, to be honest? So hopefully you guys take a look at the link below. All in all, thank you guys for watching. It's a very interesting concept. I give it a nice solid 9 out of 10. I love the idea. I think it needs a little bit of polishing, but once they get it down, everything from the emojis and text messages and 3G and GPS, I think it has a lot of potential. Thank you guys for watching. This is going to be me logging off.